Alright, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Trauma Team. And as my Wiimote comes back on, when we last left off, we're gonna go to the crime scene to investigate. So let's go do that. Exit to Steven's room.
This room belonged to the fourth victim, Stephen Eldred. The explosion was concentrated on the right side of the room. The left side is almost untouched. Huh? What's that sound? Oh, so that's what it was. Hello?
Excuse me, but isn't this Mr. Eldred's residence?
That's correct. And you are?
Michael Lang. I'm from Loan and Taxes. If you are aware of our business model, then you must know why I'm calling.
Huh. You're a loan shark. Does that mean Stephen Eldred has a debt?
I will not divulge any of my customers' personal information. Please let Mr. Eldred know that we're trying to contact him. Well then.
Michael Lang from Loan and Taxes. Was that really a call from a loan shark?
At least we know the telephone line's working. He wasn't here. Glass. Let's see. No. What's that? Was there anything?
What could this piece of metal be from? It's embedded rather deep. It was most likely launched by the force of the explosion.
Let's just spread powder randomly. And... no. Spray. Nope. Alright, let's check this out of the room. Computer?
Could this be the computer that the victim used? This may still have some information we can use. Let's power it up and see what there is. Odd. The screen isn't turning on. It's not accepting any input either. Could it be broken? Wow, this is filthy. It appears to be a broken guitar.
So he was a musician?
It seems to stand out compared to the rest of this room.
That's it? Okay. Let's go back to the office.
Hey, little guy. I need some help from you.
What are you up to now?
So
I'm
suspicious.
insulted. There's somebody I need you to look into.
Is that all? It shouldn't be any problem.
Good. His name is Michael Lang. He's a loan shark.
Planning on buying a house soon?
Stop playing around. He called the victim's phone.
I see. Was it a collection call? Did the victim owe him money?
He hung up before I could find out. That's why I'm asking for your assistance.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'll look into him.
Make sure to check whether or not he's employed at a place called Loan and Taxes. For all we know, the man who called was the bomber himself.
I'll keep that possibility in
But that
mind.
didn't sound like the guy at all. Anyway, guitar.
Little guy, are you a music aficionado at all?
Efficient, what?
Why? Well, I know bits and pieces.
Maybe you might not know either. I need you to analyze this guitar.
Oh, this thing's pretty nasty. Wait,
What's with you?
Dr. Kimishima, where did you find this? Wait, more importantly, how did this happen to her?
Her? It was in the victim's room. Stephen's, that is.
Then the neck was broken in the explosion?
Probably, yes. So what?
Son of a bitch. The raging bomber's gonna pay me.
What the hell is he talking about?
Hey, calm down. What's wrong?
I can't calm down. This guitar, it belonged to musical legend Ben Frank. Look, it's the 1955 Dagmite model. Ugh, I can't believe it.
I don't understand. Is that instrument valuable?
It's beyond valuable. Finding this is a miracle. Normally I'd have it sent to the museum immediately for safekeeping, but... Oh, damn it! Oh, what? Doesn't this get to you, Doctor?
No, not really. I mean, it's a broken guitar.
Oh, you don't understand.
What a tantrum.
Listen to me. If this was ever on the market, it would go for $70,000 to $80,000. I wouldn't be surprised if bids went over $100,000.
That's impressive.
Ah! Now it's personal, Dr. Kimishima. We have to put this bastard, this killer behind bars.
Yes. Well, I agree.
Wow.
In any event, a guitar worth more than $100,000. That's not the kind of thing an ordinary student would be able to afford. Perhaps I should have him look at it once he's calmed down a bit.
Stream Metal 2.
Hey, little guy, can you tell me anything about this?
I actually don't know a musician named Ben Frank, by the way. I have no idea.
Yes, of course. It's a piece of
Thank you.
metal.
I collected it from the wall of the room the explosion happened in, so I thought...
Yep, it's a piece of steel pipe. It could have come from anywhere. The chromatographic scan shows traces of black powder. The powder was used as the explosive propellant.
Now we know for sure what that piece of metal is. It's...
Part of the bomb. Part of a room.
Yes, it's likely the same situation that occurred with Aiden's death. The analyses show that the powder and the metal are exactly the same as those found in Aiden's bombing.
I see. I get the feeling that this will work with something else that we know.
I guess we can combine the two.
These pieces of metal were found at both Aiden's and Stephen's deaths. Material analysis showed that both pieces were chemically identical. That means...
The two pieces that are part of steel pipe, sniper rifle, soda can.
Yes, it's quite likely that both pieces were cut from common steel pipes. There's something else we discovered about the metal fragments. That is...
The substance found in pieces of metal from the bomber of the explosive propellant. The bomber's blood.
Indeed. Black powder was used as the propellant for both explosions. The same components, the same metal casing. The bombs in these cases are the same type of explosive.
Interesting.
Little guy, can I borrow you for a moment?
Yes, of course. Do you need me to look at something?
Can you take a close look at this guitar?
Of course. I am a professional after all. I can be impartial.
Please do, then. What can you tell me about it?
There's not much I can say other than... Oh, wait a moment.
Found something?
Yes. Looks like this guitar was played by someone other than Ben Frank.
So what does that mean? Is the guitar a fake?
No, of course not. The scratches, the wear, everything says it's the real deal. But Ben Frank is right-handed. And this guitar has been said to be played by someone who's left-handed.
The guitar's set for a left-handed player? The difference between right and left-handed guitars is...
The strings? String orders? Yeah, I knew that.
Yes, the string order is reversed, depending on the dominant hand.
I'm surprised you knew that, Dr.
Me too.
Kimishima. When the thinner strings are on the right, it's for right-handed players. It's the opposite for left-handers.
The fourth victim owned this guitar. I doubt that he would lend his $100,000 guitar to anyone else. That makes it likely that Stephen Eldred was...
Left-handed. Just like the chemical on his hand.
left-handed, right. That information could prove useful.
Can I combine it with that? I don't know. Non-responsive computer.
Hey, little guy. Can you look at something for me?
The computer won't boot up? It was in an explosion. It's probably broken.
That doesn't really matter as long as we can get the data from the hard drive.
True. Huh. Wait a second.
Did you find something?
Yes. The computer's fine. It's not starting up because it's locked.
Is there any way to unlock it?
Well, we could try to force our way in, though there's a chance it'll wipe itself out of the data. It seems the victim was using voice authentication software.
Voice authentication. So it'll only start up using the owner's voice.
Yes, but it belonged to Stephen Eldred.
So it'll never start up again.
Well, that's unfortunate. Why is that solid evidence? Voice lock computer. Okay.
There is something we can deduce using
Same
this
stuff,
information.
similarities.
The raging bomber is believed to have been responsible for 4 bombings. Of the 2 cases that I've been investigating, the 3rd and 4th victims, both bombs were made of a metal pipe and used black
Dun
powder.
dun dun.
Also, the wounds on the victims have another similarity. That is,
The same bombs had the same power. They died at the same time. Yeah, okay.
yes, the wounds on the bodies help us determine the strength of the explosions. It turns out that both corpses had almost the exact same wounds. Materials, propellants, power. They all point to the idea that the 2 bombs were virtually identical. Another similarity in the 2 cases is the victim's distance from the bomb. Both Aiden and Stephen had been...
Both from very close. Excellent reasoning.
Yes, both of them were very close to the bombs when they went off. Same bomb, same delivery method. This all draws us to a logical conclusion that...
Made by the same person. Solid evidence.
Indeed. It seems safe to think that these 2 murders were the work of the same person.
How does a bomb get that close to someone? How do you not notice it? Must be like in a package or something. I think that's it. Nope, it's not it. Damn it, dude.
These 2 may lead us to learn something new.
Okay.
The 3rd victim,
I don't know how
Aiden
those 2 go
Posner,
together.
the callus on his palm is proof of his dominant arm. That would mean he was...
Right-handed. Mutant third hand.
Correct. He was right-handed. The 4th victim, Stephen Eldred. His guitar tells us which is his dominant hand. That would be his...
He was telekinetic.
Yes. The guitar had been strung for a left-handed player. The famous musician the guitar belonged to was right-handed. If anyone were to change the strings, it would be the current owner. Thus, we can reason that Stephen Eldred was himself left-handed. I wonder if this difference will be any help in this investment.
Probably. I think the mic does. Are you serious? My sound just go off again. Son of a douche. Yes.
I think these may help us get closer to solving the mystery. Both the third and fourth victims had carbon dust on their fingers. But the locations of the dust are the major difference between them.
I can't hear you. Because for some reason it just went off.
On the other hand, we've learned about a difference between Aiden and Stephen.
So what does it matter what the meaning?
The two victims had different dominant hands. From these two facts, we can tell that the carbon dust was...
You can tell that the carbon dust was on their dominant hands. On the dominant. Solid evidence. Yeah!
Indeed, it was on each victim's dominant hand. I think we've gotten a little closer to figuring out the meaning behind the carbon dust.
Okay, let's exit.
Dr. Kimishima, we've found out more about that man.
What man? Who are you talking about?
Oh, Michael Lang. He really does work for Loan and Taxes.
So that is a real company. Is that his real name?
Yes, though what he does is barely considered legal.
Huh. If that's the case, is there the slightest chance that he's the bomber?
I don't know about that. I'll send you the recording of his interrogation anyway. Please listen to it when you have time.
Got it. Even if he isn't the culprit, he can at least tell us more about the victim. There's no reason to not listen to what he had to say.
Okay, I'm gonna go save right here and continue this on later because I want to get my sound back. So, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go end this right off here and continue right after. So, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.